Death is the ultimate hunter in this world. There is no time for regrets or doubts. There is only time for decisions. So make sure you open your eyes and see what you can do with them before they close forever.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Clear the windows, right? Oh, they can. Holy shit, man. I can't even get it right.
In a world full of alerts, sensors, and signs constantly telling you what to do and where you can go, when do you use your instincts anymore? We are not taught to understand and prioritize our feelings. The educational system doesn't ask anyone to access their sensitivity or personal skill sets. It asks us to be obedient and do what is expected. Imposing a set of rules and expectations upon us, it holds us back as individuals to support its own continued existence. The system is not here for our benefit. The primary function is to undermine independent thinking and free expression. As artists, it should be our mission not to fit in or conform to popular thinking. The truth is not popular, because what's popular is not true. It's easier to tell a person what life is not, rather than to tell them what it is. You cannot manipulate people who know how to think for themselves, which is why they are deemed dangerous to the state. Governments want conformity rather than strong individuality, because conformity makes you like everyone else but yourself. graffiti subculture is an endless source of inspiration and motivation that pushes the individual to grow. We might be isolated, but we are in control. Oftentimes targeting poor neighborhoods for longevity because they can't afford to buff and maintain their property is the common practice amongst graffiti writers. Instead of targeting the system, they choose to target the people and neighborhoods controlled by it. Many people do not understand the roots of their own frustration, hence their rebellion is directionless. They know that they want to rebel, but they don't know what they want to rebel against. The system exploits this impulse and provides a list of standard and stereotyped grievances in the name of which to rebel. This will always be the system's neatest trick.
Hold on for a minute. It's on the, stand by for a minute.
See that back down?
Graffiti.
Oh, wow. How did they get up there?
I don't know.
Whoa.
This is the, that's the west side. That'd be the west side rail control since I'm on the platform. That'd be the west side.
Smoke. After spending a lot of time in places of solitude, you get a clear picture of what your life should be like. Living with immense passion leads to the great advantage of avoiding the materialistic, pleasure-filled way of life. Instead, we strive for experience. If you're not pushing yourself to reach outside your comfort zone, you're not only just standing still, but losing ground. Life is an adventure book waiting to be written, and you are the author. Make your stories rich and colorful. Tell the world how you perceive it, and change what you don't like. Find your hill to die on. There's an old saying that life happens pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. Don't let it all pass you by. Graffiti is a contagious gesture of revolt, a simple and effective way to break down the illusion of freedom and control. Who, where, how, why?
Overtime and overdue. Ain't no sleep, that is old news. Been outside, that's with the crew. Make my night up on the move. In the morning, get the news. She come home, I heard the Zoom. I step outside, I need my peace. Take one down to hit my beat.
Graffiti forces society to think about deviance and provokes emotion. Some react with anger, others with happiness and/or confusion. Graffiti subconsciously causes the individual to question the standard by which they live. It is an action that demands a response. If left unkept, it will continue to spread like a silent epidemic. The problem with most people is that they want to be safe, not free. This is why graffiti's illegal. We all know control and security can sometimes be an illusion. A false sense of security is the only kind there really is. But sometimes you need illusions to gain control. When you destroy all social norms, social cohesion, tradition, etc., the only thing you are left with is raw power. Most people are not capable of operating in a world where might makes right, yet that is the world they are busy creating. Plan accordingly. Nobody is coming to save you. The only authority in this world that doesn't derive from violence is what makes the sun rise in the east and set in the west. Otherwise, every government or human authority figure uses the threat of violence as a means of compliance. Any deviance from the rules and you will be met with force. There is no law or infraction too small they won't kill you for. A simple parking ticket, lack of car registration, or running a red light can get you killed. The government has a monopoly on violence. First, they simply ask you for money to make things go away. Basic extortion. After they ask you for money and you don't comply, they will summon you to court. If you fail to show up and continue disobedience, they will send a group of armed men to your residence and attempt to kidnap you. There is a point of no return. Society has deemed these individuals the right to use deadly force against you by any means necessary. If you take a stand, they will do everything they can to make an example out of you. The display of power here is very important, because then all your neighbors know what they are capable of when they watch you die. This is the monopoly on violence. Fantasy is an easy way to give meaning to the world. The goal is to cloak our harsh reality with escapist comfort. After all, isn't that why we surround ourselves with so many screens? So we can avoid seeing reality? So we can avoid each other? So we can avoid the truth? Fear is a sign of intelligence. When you are fearful, you are fully aware of what's possible within a situation. When you are in touch with fear, you are more in tune with the entire experience. Fear is healthy. Panic will kill you. Energy is contagious. The people you surround yourself with reflect who you are. When you choose your inner circle, you choose your energy. There is immense power when a group of people with similar interests get together and work towards the same goals. Art is an expression of who we are. You are creating work that best represents you. Another artist is creating work that best represents them. The two cannot be measured against one another. We all die one day, and the universe will move forward without a care in the world. All we have is a small shout into the wind. How we live and what we stand for before the fall is what defines us. You still have time to live the life you've always imagined. Everyone thinks about changing the world, but no one thinks about changing themselves. The first step is to understand that laws mean nothing, and authority only has the power you give it. Graffiti has become a glitch in the system that subconsciously wakes other people up. Through it, you can participate, contribute, and directly change your surroundings along with everyone else's reality. This lack of control is what makes people uncomfortable, because most people are just living in someone else's world. If someone doesn't like what they see, it forces them to participate as well. Now they have to make a decision. What are they going to do? Do they just ignore it? Do they call someone or take care of it themselves? Eventually, with enough participation, you begin to realize you aren't just living in someone else's world, it's yours. If you spend your entire life avoiding what's uncomfortable, you will always be wondering why it doesn't feel more meaningful. Meaning comes from responsibility and requires you to focus on outcomes, not comfort. The best thing you can do for someone is make them think. Most of us will never know each other, not what we look like, how we sound, or know each other's names. We are separated by the seas and live on separate continents, thousands of miles apart, different countries and different cultures. You and I look above and see the same stars as we both paint and write below. And in these moments, we share the same thoughts and understand each other better than the neighbors who live beside us. Stay safe out there, friends, and always remember these words to live by. Get in, get out.